Hello. I'm glad you came in. Tingle immunity is a very serious condition. And this emergency appointment, I hope, will be able to assess whether or not you are suffering from tingle immunity or you are just suffering from a lack of tingles due to continuous triggers. So I want you to just sit back and relax from here on out, and I am going to be quizzing you as much as possible on certain things. First thing is first, I am going to have to ask permission if I may touch you, just along the facial area, lower neck maybe at the most. And what we're going to be doing with that is once I assess your personal information, I'm going to take a look and examine your face. I'm going to clean it, wipe it down, make sure that your pores and your skin are extremely sensitive, and then we're going to test 5 different random triggers, things that you may or may not have heard before, and we will determine the issue. I'm going to be taking your heart rate, I'm going to be taking your temperature, checking your eyes, things of that nature. Please forgive me, it is a late night. I must have a drink. So, let's move on first with the personal information. You're going to hear me do some triggers throughout this examination, which is fine. It's all part of the procedure, okay? Whatever you do, don't take me too seriously. Don't take life too seriously. The point is to just zone out and relax. Try to listen to my voice. It may sound a little bit like Herbert from Family Guy. And that is because I have a retainer. Okay. Let's begin. If you hear any background noises, I am genuinely apologetic. We've got about 2 feet of snow outside, and the neighbors are up at 5:30. The neighbor business is up at like 5:30 in the morning, plowing snow. Forgive me. Just relax and focus on these sounds and focus on my voice only. Okay. I have a blank page here, and I'll write your name. Okay, blank space, whatever. Forgive me. Can I have your full name, please? Okay. May I have your date of birth? 2-digit numbers, 06, 25, 91, for example. Okay. Very similar ages. Okay, can you identify who you are? Male, female, pansexual, anything? Okay. Perfect. And, alright, any allergies to any medications, anything in general, flowers, grass, etc., 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 etc. Okay. Are you on any medications by chance? Yes, okay. How much of that do you take? Is it every day or just random? Okay, I am on that too. Brilliant. All right. So, can you tell me when did this condition start? Okay. Really? Fair enough. Many people actually go through that. Please don't feel alone. We're going to take care of it. Like I said, the triggers may be a little bit not what you are used to, but that is the point. We want to bring the weird in to kind of trick the brain into being something that is just not normal for them. We'll see if your fight or flight response happens. You may, either get anxiety or become relaxed, and 100% of our patients become relaxed. So it's just people fear what they don't understand and need to connect it to something in their brain. So I definitely don't want you to be upset. Okay, so, all right, we've got name, age, allergies. What are your favorite triggers, if you don't mind me asking? Okay. Okay. All right, so, yeah, 3 of them's fine. All right, so just going through. Okay, can you tell me if this information is correct so we can move on? That looks about right. Brilliant. Okay. So, like I said, the very first thing... Oh, I did forget to ask. May I ask when the last time you did clean your face was? You have very nice skin, so I'm assuming you have a very high skin regimen? Really? You're very, very blessed. I definitely wish I had amazing skin like yourself. So again, the first thing I'm going to do is just get some information, then I'm going to write it down. I'm going to be checking your heart rate, see how relaxed you are, take your temperature, just do an overall facial check. I'm going to check your eyes, nose, mouth. What we want to do is make sure all the airways on your face are clean, because whenever people have allergies and things like that, it can, deter from tingles. Basically, autonomous sensory meridian responses based on the senses, the mood. I have a chart here. Now, I would do an MRI or a CAT scan. It depends whether or not we determine if you do have tingle immunity. Okay, so basically, this is your brain. And this is your brain on ASMR, autonomous sensory meridian response. And okay, so your brain here, this is looking downward on it. It's basically put in a square. There's nothing coming out of it during daily life that's happening from the senses. Now, when you listen to music, you may find yourself living in a shotgun shack, or you may find yourself in another part of the world, or you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile. And you may ask yourself, how did I get here? Anyway, so when you listen to music, you could possibly get tingles, but there's a different name for that, and that's called frisson. Frisson is basically the same kind of tingles, but it's not something you would really want to continuously feel. It's kind of like a heightened sense of some sort, but we do not consider that in the same category as ASMR. Now, when you're on ASMR or experiencing it, it's almost as if everything is heightened, everything is alive and more positive, productive. People who experience autonomous sensory meridian response find themselves extremely relaxed, find themselves having a full 8 hours or more of sleep, overall feeling energetic the next day, and scientists still haven't pinpointed anything, but my best description as a doctor, very professional may I add, when you're not experiencing ASMR, everything's kind of in a box. When you are experiencing ASMR, you have the whole world at your fingertips. Everything is heightened in senses. I don't recommend psychedelic drug use, but it is very similar, the same feeling when you're so heightened and aware to an experience on psilocybin mushrooms. I hope that description helped, and let's get right into this examination. So, any hair, you definitely don't mind that I touch you? Brilliant. I did not mean to bump you there. Okay, here we go. First things first, I'm just going to get an assessment of your face, okay? Your facial features. I'm going to be pressing underneath your eyes now, down around here. I think I got lipstick on my face, forgive me. Okay, just pressing under the eyes. Alright, right here, pressing right. Okay. Good. Your temples. Quick massage here. Around. Now, I really can't tell if I just itched my face or I did get lipstick on it, but forgive me. Patting the chin. Alright, and I'm just going to feel your lymph nodes under your neck, okay? Okay, brilliant. Alright, so let's start by just checking your heart. Gonna have to take these out. I wear these headphones for hearing sensitivity, so I can be very careful with the way that I handle you in your situation. So, I do believe you can still hear me. Let me just put this. Okay, so just go ahead and relax. This might be a little bit of cold feeling on the skin, okay? Okay, ready? Okay. Brilliant. Okay, could you lean forward for me? I'm just going to check your back. Excellent. All right. So, definitely did great. Heart rate is about at 90 over something. Okay. Alright, so let me get my notebook ready real quick. Just get an assessment of your temperature. Okay. Just go ahead and open your mouth. Stick this right under. It's going up. Okay. 98.2. Absolutely perfect. And last but not least, before we clean your face and start the triggers, I'm just going to check your eyes. Okay. Just going to open up your left eye here. sorry, your left eye, I switched myself there. A little bit of a brain fart. Okay. Just go ahead and follow the light for me. I expected. Okay, so you do look a little bit sleepy, but it could be because you're relaxed. Your heart rate is very relaxed, slow. When a person is extremely comfortable, their heart rate goes down. They say that even professional swimmers, their heart rate goes down to 40 beats per minute. That's how low you can go. Can you go down low? Can you wobble to the floor? I don't know. Let me find your chart. Oh no, I don't remember. Here we go. We're just going to start a new page from your previous. Okay, heart rate was D over temperature 98.2. Okay. And then your eyes seemed a little bit sleepy. Eyes seemed a little bit sleepy. Okay. So, all right, everything seems good. At the end, I'm probably just going to use my hand to check your heart, but we may see depending on how you're feeling. Now, I'm going to, like I said, clean your face. Hopefully this looks correct. And clean your face down, and then we'll get started on the triggers. If you do fall asleep during this procedure, that's completely okay. This is a sleep clinic, so you look like you're in your overnight clothes to stay and be comfortable. We offer a complimentary breakfast at the beginning of each morning, preferably 5:30 to 6:30 a.m., but that's why we have an early bedtime, which is now. You did come in pretty late, 9:30 p.m. at night. I don't know. Some people, like now, 5:30 in the morning, you know, we start at all different times. There are people on vacation who have emergency tingle immunity and need to be seen. So they're from other places in the world, different time zones. You know, we do it all the time. So how I'm going to start, I'm just going to put on one glove here. I got this from Glove World. Me boots, lad. Me boots. Mr. Krabs, why didn't you eat my boots? Well, lad, because. Okay. So, first thing is first. I'm just going to take this brush here. And I'm going to just gently brush your face, okay? Okay. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm just gonna get the blood flow to come to the surface first. And then we're going to wipe your face down to stimulate the pores. So I have just some Almay makeup removing wipes. And it's pretty chilly, but that's okay. Like I said, we want to get your skin heightened. It's okay, it's just 5 in the morning. No worries. Okay. So, just going to wipe, 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 wipe. Okay. Brilliant. And just get around your jaw here. Great. All right. And last but not least, I'm just going to spray your skin down with a skin tonic. It has different types of minerals and, let's see, extracts, no animal extracts. It's cruelty and alcohol free. It's made in Great Britain. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna cover your face here. Get spraying. Don't mind me, I was just blocking out the haters. Okay. Brilliant. You did brilliant. Okay, so now that we have you nice and prepped, I'm just going to use my bare hands and do one more thing to bring blood to the surface, and that's just patting your face. So I'm just going to go. It helps bring more blood to the surface. Okay, so let's start out with the first trigger. Pretty known triggers we're going to start out with and then get a little bit more weird as we go on. don't know what's happening other than I can't really stop and I can't really edit my body because I guess whatever happens, happens. But anyway, just focus on my hands and these scissors. Okay. So, next, we're going to be doing some shuffling. This is the goddess guidance oracle cards. Okay, and all I'm going to be doing is just triggering you by shuffling with some amongst other triggers. Just don't even worry. I'm not intentionally trying to have you respond or anything like that. I just want to see how you subconsciously respond, okay? So I may already be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. finish because you look pretty much asleep, and I do not want to ruin that course of action by pressing too hard on your chest and throwing you out of the relaxation, since my energy is a little bit more higher state right now than yours, since we did succeed in relaxing you. But I'm just going to check your heart rate to make sure, okay? Just go ahead and sit back.